Welcome to 3 Minutes with Ark 2. I'm a radiological scientific officer, and this is our nuclear survival complex. This video is about Ark 2's commitment to radio. I am also an advanced ham.
During the great catastrophe that I anticipate and am preparing for, there will be no system of communication available. There will be no phone, no broadcast radio, no TV, in fact, no electrical grid providing power to operate them in any way. There will be no newspapers, magazines, and most likely little transportation to communicate information from one place to another. This will all be at a time when the need for information will be the greatest. One will really need to know what is going on and what the situation is like for several hundred miles around them. Moreover, people will be out of contact with family that is at a distance, and they will want to know what is happening with them. I myself and others in our Ark 2 organization have advanced ham licenses, but I do not feel that traditional ham operations will be the answer. While there are numerous ham emergency radio organizations, none of them, of which I am aware, are set up for a universal catastrophe. They work on the basis that there is an operating functional net outside of the catastrophe area into which survivors in the catastrophe area can link. There are a number of other things about the ham philosophy that do not fit our particular paradigm of universal disaster. Traditionally, many hams have taken pride in long-distance communication and collect as many contacts as possible. Unfortunately, ease of reestablishing contact is not a part of that scenario. Most types of ham communication have a skip zone. That is actually the most crucial area for our communication needs. Their signal just skips over the area we really want to reach. And another thing, for there to be, quote, secure communication, runs counter to the ham philosophy. And that indeed is contrary to the laws regarding ham operation. At the present time, access to the ham system is limited to licensed ham operators. However, these last two restraints will simply go by the board in case of a universal catastrophe and the total breakdown of the social structure. There are two other barriers to having an effective ham system in the present situation. One is the relatively high skill required that one must achieve to become licensed, and the other is the substantial cost of equipment. A capable ham can easily replicate with a reasonable rig the system that we propose, but it requires on their part skill and a substantial investment in time and equipment. The system that we propose overcomes these two limitations, but while it is admirably suited to our purpose, it does not cover the spectrum of frequencies or other modularities that a skilled, well-equipped ham has access to. Our system permits communication in plain English or secure documents if needed, without having to learn something like Morse code. It is much like using email. Our system uses an effective antenna system developed by the Germans and adopted by the U.S. military that costs less than $10 and which permits reliable communication for hundreds of miles during the day and skip communication for thousands of miles at night. Our system, while not quite as simple as the telephone, is something most people can master in an hour. And our plan is for it to cost under $200. There are two more introductory videos in which I explain about our radio system. In the next one, I explain about the current hardware development. And in the video following that one, I explain about the user interface software.
Thank you for watching, and please remember that Ark 2 is not just about your survival. It's also about the reconstruction of society after doomsday.